Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be drinking at the top of Mount Takao in Japan. Mount Takao is a pretty well-known mountain near Tokyo in Japan. And today I hiked all the way up to the top of it. And now I'm thinking it's time to have a drink at the top to celebrate. Now to start off the video, I decided to walk down a little bit of a path with some stairs going down to get to a little bit of a quiet pace. Might have been a mistake, because talking and walking, not my forte. But I'm looking forward to having my drink, and I'm looking forward to looking at some good views. Let's go walk over to the top, which is right over there. Now, I will acknowledge pretty much the entirety of the path I took up the mountain was paved, but some areas were steep and some areas had a lot of stairs. And while it didn't take too long, it only took me probably about 40 minutes without stops. I have not hiked like this in a minute, so it has worn me out just a tad, I will acknowledge. Let's take a look at the view though before I get my drink all cracked open. And man, let me get my sunglasses on as well. And let me tell y'all what, beautiful view, gorgeous. Oh, no complaints on my behalf. I'm still out of breath. I think I'm gonna walk down here. Take a look at the view once again. This is not the only viewpoint, there are many others of course. But I think I'm gonna sit on one of these benches over here in the shade and think I'm gonna go ahead and get my drink all cracked open and actually get to drinking and taking a look at the views here. So let's get my backpack off of my back and let's see if I can grab my bev that I've got in the side of my backpack. I've got a minus 196 strong zero with me today. This appears to be a pineapple and orange flavored one, I think. Let me actually go ahead and check that on my phone just real quick because I don't know exactly what the flavor actually is. But let's go ahead and check what the actual flavor of this is just real quick on Google Translate, if I possibly can, as I am curious to find out because I didn't look at it before this video. I really am out of breath though, I will acknowledge. On the hike up, I drank half a bottle of Pocari Sweat and a full bottle of water, and I'm still feeling like I need more liquid, and that's exactly why I'm going to be having a little bit of a day drink today, I will acknowledge. But let's go ahead, translate this real quick if I possibly can. Says, oh, okay, sugar-free, mango and orange flavored. Well, let's go ahead and get my strong zero all cracked open, 7%, because it's 350 milliliters, and I think I got it for like 160 yen or something like that kind of thing, not too much by any means. Mango and orange, that sounds very interesting. Without further ado, let's get it cracked open, and let's get to day drinking at the top of Mount Takao in Japan. And let's get to looking at some good views as well. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying. Even though I bought this, I should have just stuck to Old Reliable in all honesty. This is not my favorite strong zero I've ever had, but, what was I saying? I was about to say something and then the taste of the strong zero completely distracted me. I cannot remember what I was about to say. I was about to say something though. Can't complain either way. But the hike up was gorgeous. It was beautiful, lots of good views, lots of nice greenery. You know, being in Tokyo, I'm staying near Ikebukuro right now. It's a lot of concrete, it's a lot of buildings, not a lot of greenery. And this is a lot of greenery, and it's really, really, really nice to see all of the greenery, I will acknowledge. Now, Mount Takao, you don't have to hike from the very, very bottom. And I certainly did not do just that. I took the, not cable car up, I'm going to take the cable car down, but I took the chairlift up, which was pretty cool and a lot more anxiety inducing than I thought it was going to be. I've never taken a chairlift before, never gone skiing before where I had to take a chairlift or something like that, so it was a very interesting experience. A bit more anxiety inducing than I thought it was going to be, but a lot of fun nonetheless. And honestly, I could have gone with a little bit of a bev on the chairlift, I will acknowledge. Could have gone for a little bit of a snack on the chairlift too, but there were signs up that said no smoking, so I couldn't. It is what it is. Now, one of the things that really surprised me, though, I will acknowledge, I was expecting this whole mountain to be like a no smoking area because it's a quasi-national park in Japan. So Mount Takao and the surrounding area is a quasi-national park from my research. And so I was expecting this whole area to be a no smoking area, which I was like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna stress about it kind of thing. They had a smoking area at the front. That was good enough for me. I can hold off for a couple hours until I get down to the bottom. But I was looking for signs, and I found some signs that were saying some stuff. Turns out you can smoke here. Like, it's not somewhere you're not allowed to smoke, which is very interesting. And I might low-key go find a spot where there's nobody at just to not bother any, because the sign did say, don't litter. 1, don't litter your cigarette butts. 2, don't cause forest fires. And 3, don't bother other people with your smoke. But it didn't say not to smoke. So I was like, all right, big bet, big baller move. So I might, excuse me, I might have to see if I can find one of those. But my drink, though, might have to see if I can find one of those. What am I saying? I think I'm a bit more tired than I realized, I'll acknowledge. That went down almost wrong. Oh, that hurt. The drink, though, tastes like mango and orange. I'm not really the biggest fan of mango flavored stuff, I will acknowledge. It's just really not my thing. It's okay. It's not bad by any means, but it's just not my thing. But it's better than having no alcohol at all. And while I gotta admit, I think the mango and orange strong zero is not one that I would buy again. It is one that I'm not minding having right now because it's better than having no alcohol at all, I will acknowledge. So I certainly cannot complain now, can I? But yeah, beautiful view, beautiful view. No complaints on my behalf. Bit obstructed by the greenery though, but that's just why I've got to go up to the second level and get a little bit of a better look, you know what I'm saying? And then there's another viewing area over there, and I think that's it. Well, let's go take a look at the other viewing area. So yeah, right behind me, that's the actual top of Mount Takao. I'll go take a look at that sign in a minute, but first off, let's take a look at this viewing area right here. So, I believe we're seeing, this is all city. And I don't know if you guys can see very well, I'll probably zoom in on post just a little bit, but we've got a pretty good view. I'm not gonna lie, a pretty amazing view if I do say so myself. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. I'm gonna set that down just for a moment, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at. Apparently you can see the Tokyo Skytree from here. I think that's, oh man, I kind of want to look at the map to see where that is. What is all of that? I kind of want to find out. So that would be, I want to say, Sagamihara? Or maybe, could be Kawasaki? I'm not exactly sure. I'm just looking at the map and I'm not exactly sure where or what that area is. Apparently on really clear days you can see the Tokyo Skytree, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, great view, no complaints on my behalf, great with a drink. Let's take a sip. Now that I've gotten a little bit more used to drinking my drink, it is a bit better now. But I do still prefer my OG Strong Zero, I will acknowledge. Very nice sign though, can't read anything on the sign. And let's go take a look at the actual sign itself. We can see this is the very tippy top of Mount Takao, 599.15 meters. No complaints on my behalf. Got a drink on the top. Can't complain, y'all, can't complain. I'm gonna walk around. So the area we were just at, I've been there. The area I was just at, I've been there. I want to see if I can find like another viewing area, because apparently on some really clear days, you're supposed to be able to see Mount Fuji from here. Now, I don't know if you can see Mount Fuji from here today. Maybe. I don't know, I'm kind of doubting it. But maybe. Down here is shops. Yeah, one thing to clarify, when I say this was a hike, it really wasn't a hike. It was more of a walk that is sharply uphill. Because one, it was all paved. Two, there were vending machines along the entire path. And three, there were restaurants selling ice cream and snacks and dongo all the way up the path as well. So I would not exactly say that this is actually a real hike. It's more of a walk with a steep incline, as you guys can tell. That's what I would define this as being. But a very pretty walk, a very pretty hike, no matter what you want to consider it to be. I don't think I'm going to be able to find Mount Fuji right now. I will acknowledge, I think it might not be quite clear enough today. However, I will still grab my photo in front of this sign after this person's got it. Trying to figure out how to grab a thumbnail for the video. Trying to figure out how I want to grab one. I'm thinking grab one with the view is going to be what I want to do. But I did just grab a little bit of a screenshot with the sign back there. You know, I had to grab a photo with the sign. Gonna have to grab a photo for Instagram with the sign as well. I think the bathrooms are back there. I don't think Mount Fuji can be seen today. Now, one thing to mention, if you guys do come to Mount Takao, yes, it is an easy hike. Yes, it is all paved, and it is honestly very wheelchair accessible, aside from some ladder portions. But the drinks in the vending machines do get more expensive. Once you go up a level, they get more expensive. So keep that in mind. You gotta keep an extra like 50 yen on you because the drinks are more expensive. So do keep that in mind. I'm gonna try to grab myself a thumbnail real quick if I can, maybe. I think I might try to grab one with my phone, honestly. I think it might be slightly easier. Well, hopefully one of those will do as a screenshot for the thumbnail of the video. We will find out. Worst case scenario, I can always grab myself another one afterwards. But I think I'm gonna find a place to sit down now that I've kind of showed you all around just a little bit. Here's where they're selling some snacks, vending machines. Take a look what they have in the vending machines, you know, We got Coca-Cola, Aquarius, water, more Coca-Cola, coffee. Good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we got over here lots of tea and Mountain Dew. And one of the vending machines a bit further down the mountain, they had Dr. Pepper. I also saw Pepsi and a bunch of other sodas, of course. I saw many different options. The options at the very top do seem to be a little bit more limited than what is further down the mountain, though. Just a little bit, not much. But it just seems like they've got less variety at the top, in my opinion at least. Where do I want to find a spot to sit down? There's a radio tower over there too. Here's the sign for the top. I am still a little bit out of breath, I'm not gonna lie. I want to find a spot to sit down and finish off my drink. So I think I'm gonna walk down to honestly where I started the video. Try to find a spot down there if I can. Alright, y'all. I think I'm gonna sit down right here, which is, amusingly enough, exactly where I was sitting prior to making this video. Oh, take my backpack off. And I've only got a little bit of my drink left, but I think I can confirm I have had a fantastic time. day drinking at the top of Mount Takao in Japan. Great views, lots of greenery. It's a very good hike. I feel very refreshed, honestly. It was very nice to get some exercise. And I think I want a little bit of smoke, so I think I'm gonna have one, honestly. I think I'm gonna have one. Let's get that out. Well, I think I've got one more sip of my drink left. I think I'm gonna take that in a moment, and then I think I'm gonna finish off the video right after that. I think that's my plan. It's been a gate. It's been a gate. It's been a gate time. It's been a great time. Man, I'm not gonna lie though, y'all. The buzz is kicking. The buzz is kicking. That long hike, I mean, like I say long, it would have been a 40-minute hike without stops, but I did stop a little bit, I will acknowledge. So it ended up being like, well, got on the chairlift at I want to say 12:30, and it's now almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So 2.5 hours, I think. Now that's with looking in gift shops, that's with looking everywhere and stopping and taking photos and everything. But 2.5 hours of chill hiking, I will acknowledge, knocked me out. It did knock me out a little bit. And I will also acknowledge that the buzz is hitting. The buzz from my drink is absolutely hitting right now. But I got no complaints on my behalf, let me tell y'all what, none at all. Good hike, good drink, good view, good times. That's what I'm saying, y'all. That's what I'm saying. I am really surprised, though. I was really expecting to sign at the front to say no smoking at all. But no. Just said as long as you don't litter and don't disturb other people, you're okay. So as long as I'm doing that, I'm all good. No complaints on my behalf. Might be a heat-not-burn cigarette, but it's still giving me the nicotine I need. I'm enjoying it. And when I first got this ready to go, I was smelling somebody else's cigarette. So I know somebody else is doing the same exact thing as me. Big ball of moves, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves. That, and amusingly enough, I was smelling weed while I was walking up the mountain. Not a joke. Not a joke. I was walking up one portion and I smelled really intense weed. Like somebody was chiefing. Which is amusing. That's the second time this trip so far in Japan I've smelled weed. Too funny. Too funny. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the last sip of my drink. Ooh, not my favorite strong zero, I will acknowledge. And that's all there was to this as well. Well, I think I'm gonna go and end up the video right here. I have accomplished my goal, which was to day drink at the top of Mount Takao in Japan at just about 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If y'all are in Japan, Mount Takao is definitely a worthwhile place to go. During the week, it's a Friday afternoon right now. Weekends, I've heard this place is swamped, hence why I'm not here on a Saturday or Sunday. But during the week, I've heard it's pretty chill, and it is pretty chill right now. There's people, but there's not too many. And it's a great hike, great heavy walk in my opinion. It's a place I'm glad I came to, I will acknowledge. Pretty much a direct route from Shinjuku Station, and that's where I left from. So not very hard to get to at all, just takes about an hour to get here. So if y'all looking to visit Mount Takao, easy place to get to. Cost me 1,000 yen on the train to get here, plus I think another 1,000 yen almost to take the chair ride up, or the cable car. They both cost the same thing. I'm going to take the cable car down, took the chair lift up. But that's like 1,000 yen round trip. I think I'm gonna go and end off the video right here. Appreciate y'all watching. As said, like, subscribe. Make sure to visit Mount Takao if y'all want to in Japan. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end off the video right here. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all have enjoyed watching this video. To the next one. Stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying?